Hello, welcome to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Tuesday, March 26, 2024. We go to Senegal, where the president-elect is set to be announced. Bassirou Faye is set to be announced as the next president of Senegal. Unofficial results have shown that Mr. Faye has had a strong lead over the current government candidate, Mr. Amadou Ba. Bassirou Faye had been in prison 10 days before the vote and campaigned on the promise of radical change. Official results from the election, which was originally due last month, are expected in the coming days. President Macky Sall had also congratulated Bassirou Faye and said that it was a win for the people of Senegal. Mr. Faye, who had turned 44 on Monday, ran as an independent, but he was the candidate of the political party of Ousmane Sonko. Those in Senegal, let us know how happy you guys are. It looks like you guys are enjoying this. That is pretty big. Wow, somebody coming from prison to become the head of state. You know, the memory, if serves me correct, those that don't know, the first president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, also was in prison before he became prime minister and then president. And then Nelson Mandela became president after serving a 27-year prison sentence. So, wow, you are in great company, Mr. Faye. Kush News salutes you. Congratulations. Let's go to the Caribbean and end it there. We go to Guyana, where they are looking for support to condemn Venezuela. Guyana on Tuesday had called on the global legislators to condemn new moves by Venezuela to seek control of the region called Essequibo. This region makes up about 2/3 of Guyana and is home to about 125,000 people. Addressing a recent assembly, the Attorney General and Minister of Legal Affairs for Guyana said that time would allow delegates at the conference to collectively condemn the actions of Venezuela, but there's still so much more to be done. Guyana and Venezuela have been fighting for control over the Essequibo region, and so far both heads of state argue that the region is theirs. Those in Guyana, let us know on where you think that this is going to go. Looks like it's been a long time of fighting for this region, more likely because of resources, but let us know where you stand. Let's stay in Guyana, where they and Suriname agree on the construction of a bridge. Presidents of Guyana and Suriname have instructed their governments to enter the next phase of the construction of a bridge over the Corentyne River, linking the two countries. In a joint statement following the weekend talks, Presidents Dr. Irfan Ali and his Suriname counterpart, Santoki, noted that the officials will now engage in discussions on the prices, technical aspects, and financing of the bridge. They also added that experts from both countries will work jointly to launch the agreement on the construction. The bridge is expected to cost an estimated $300 million USD. Those in Guyana, let us know on if you are one of the individuals that looks to be a part of the construction of this bridge. Pretty big deal. When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere.
It don't cost. Last. Now everybody visit www.mccadero.com. Shayo. Dance to the Dicato, I got merchandise at Dicato. I do weddings and shows in the Pitato. Graduation party, I never feel in this side though. And I got in the Dicato, I'm in the Dicato. Big dad in the novel, she manipulate my love. Oh yeah.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day. It comes to us from Congo. What's going on, Congo? And it reads, "To love someone who does not love you is like shaking a tree to make the dewdrops fall." Once again, to love someone who does not love you is like shaking a tree to make the dewdrops fall. Congolese proverb. What this is talking about is uh, appreciating people or appreciating groups or things that don't appreciate you back. Now, this happens not only in the romantic sense, but too many of you look for appreciation or validation from groups or things that they don't care about you. For instance, how many of you guys go to restaurants? I always see on social media, you guys complain about the bad service of restaurants, and you guys continue to go. Why? Why would you do that? Just stop going to that restaurant. They don't appreciate you if they're continuing to give you bad service. Stop going. Also, I'm a professional MC, and I do formal and informal events. The formal events being weddings, graduation parties, baby showers, birthday parties. The informal events will be like nightclubs, hookah lounges, and I have to often work against my wishes with club promoters. I've always said this, and I don't know if I've said this on the show, but working with club promoters, I believe, will take 10 years off of your life each time that you talk to a club promoter. If there's many layers of hell, in Abrahamic religions, club promoters occupy among the lowest levels of hell. I digress. Working with club promoters, I know that there are some club promoters that, want to work with me well, don't try to negotiate or argue on my rate. And then there's some club promoters that I can just tell from the first instance, they want me to bring 3,000 people into a club that only fits 150 people. And if I can't satisfy by, bringing 3,000 people, then they won't meet me on my rate. Or they'll tell me that I can only make money from the door. Very stupid. I'm not a club promoter. I'm an MC. And this goes the same, I'm sure. The same sentiment is also felt by DJs as well. DJs, MCs, if you want to reach out and maybe, start something, MC Cadero or Ochanda at mccadero.com. But I digress. Go where you're appreciated, not tolerated, is an old saying. Come on. Why would you go to where you're not appreciated? It doesn't make any sense to me. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.